Why do you do what you do? Hello everyone, welcome to Burnout Medicine. It's me, Dr. V. Welcome again to another video. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing. I appreciate you all. To get things started, of course, all these thoughts are my own. They do not represent any institutions that I am currently working for or have worked for in the past. All these ideas are mine and mine alone, Dr. V. And now that that's out the way, I want to dive into purpose. The very thing that we're always constantly reminded of and thinking of is our why. Why do we do what we do? And I know for a lot of us, we already are in our field, established in our field, or maybe just getting our feet wet, and we already have our purpose. We already established our why. And I feel that along the way, during the course of your career, you're going to hit moments where your purpose changes or evolves or, unfortunately gets forgotten. And I really want to focus on the forgotten part, because I think the reason why, or at least one of the reasons why we deal with burnout the way we do in the healthcare field, is because that sense of purpose, that sense of our why, gets lost along the way at some point. It gets lost because of circumstances, because of the administrative duties that we have to uphold, the obligations that we have. And as that fire, that purpose, that reason why we entered into medicine slowly gets stripped away, we find ourselves starting to combat burnout as we know it, or moral injury, what we should really call it. And I want to kind of bring us back to establishing our why and establishing possibly a new purpose and a new vision, so to speak. That way we keep that fire burning, because people without purpose will perish, right? A healthcare provider who's lost their why will start to become bitter, start to become more angry. Will start the cycle of burnout or moral injury over and over and over again, only waiting for that weekend off to decompress, cool down, get back to work, not reestablish your purpose, so that in a few weeks later you're back in the same cycle. Couple things I want to do here, a couple exercises I want to go through. First is remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing, or why you're in the field that you're in. And I would challenge you to go back to your original personal statement. That personal statement, whether it was that personal statement for medical school, nursing school, again, whatever field of healthcare you're in, and really look back and reflect on, is that same drive still present today, or has it changed? Right? And if it has changed, we're going to go through a different exercise to figure that part out. But if you feel like you've lost it, look back at your personal statement. Look back at your why. Remind yourself the reason why you got into medicine, the reason why you want to take care of people, the reason why you want to be that provider, for that person, whether it was someone who impacted your life through medicine, or impacted one of your family members, or if you're just like, what, I didn't have that personal experience, but I want to be that personal experience for someone else, and my vehicle is medicine. Look back, bring it up, and it'll serve as a reminder to you, again, why you got into this in the first place. It's like with marriage, when a couple renews their vows after X amount of years, is to constantly remind themselves, this is why we go through the ups and downs. This is why I deal with the BS at work. This is why I deal with the crazy coworkers. This is why I'm working those hours. This is why I'm giving my time even after work to help out either the team, patients, whatever it is you do. It'll give you that reason to keep going, so that you don't have to fall victim to burnout, because your morals, your ethics, your purpose will be intact, and therefore you'll have a shield against anything that will come against those ideals. But what if you lost your purpose? What if, you know what, Dr. V, my life has changed. My focus is different. I got kids now, or I'm married now, or I'm in a new location, or you know what, my practice is not where I want it to be. I actually want to do something else. I'm looking to leave medicine. And go through this exercise with me, because I think it'll help give you that focus that you need and kind of direct you in a way on how to think about what your next steps are if you're in that state of purgatory where you don't really know why. You kind of have a why, but who knows. And this is the one thing that helped me in medical school really drive home the point of why I wanted to be a physician in the first place, more specifically why I wanted to be an OBGYN, and really help me get through residency as a result. And anything new that I venture into helps bring perspective. 3 questions that I want you to think about and answer, and leave a comment in the comment below. Okay, leave a comment answering these 3 questions. Let's talk it out. Let's discuss. All right. So those 3 questions. First one: what's important to you? Okay. If you don't know what's important to you, then how is it you're going to have any sense of purpose? The reason why we do a lot of things we do is because it's linked to something or someone important. For example, a lot of people work so they can get money, so they can get certain things to provide for their family, right? Whether that be being a provider is important to them, right? Whether food, clothing, shelter. For some, it's I want to obtain things, right? I want that car, that boat, that house, whatever the case may be, and they attach whatever it is they do to that thing. Therefore, what they're working towards is much bigger than just themselves. It's linked to something. And I find that when we link something to what we do, it magnifies our commitment to it, because we're better at committing to others than we are to ourselves. Right? If we were to only be strictly committed to ourselves, we would never accomplish anything. A lot of the times we're committed to other things or other people or other visions, and that's what propels us forward, because we don't want to look like a liar to other people. We don't want to be inconsistent to other people, right? But we're more than happy to be inconsistent and unreliable to ourselves, which is another topic for another day. But think about what's important to you. Doesn't matter what it is. No right answer, no wrong answer. What is that thing or things or people that is most important to you? The second question that you have to answer: why are those people, those things, whatever, why is it important to you? And, this is something that's probably going to take the most thought or the most digging. I'm willing to bet a lot of you, when I ask, hey, what's the most important thing to you? Family comes to mind, right? Friends come to mind. Comfortability, right? Those kind of things. Pretty easy to know what's important. But the better question is, or the follow-up question I should say is, why is that important? What is it about those things that will make you go to hell and back? And if you forgot something, go back and make a second trip. What about those things is that driving force for you? Is it just the overwhelming love that you have for that person or people? Right? That if you got kids, that love for your son, that love for your daughter, right? To see the smile on their faces, that's why they're important to you, right? Or if you're married, your spouse, husband, wife, whatever you have, is it the fact that they get to be secure? Why are they important? Because they provide security for me. Or maybe it's attached to a thing. Like I said, no right answer, no wrong answer. If it's a thing, why that thing is important to you. Well, it allows me to reach out to other people, right? That's why people get cars. I get to reach a certain people that I couldn't reach without that. So why is it important to you? And then the third question that you should answer is, how is it what you're going to do, the vehicle you're going to use, how is it that thing you're going to do is going to help you fulfill why those things are important to you, right? How is it that what you're going to do is going to lead you to fulfilling that emotion, that feeling, that drive? How's it going to get you to get those things? How is that vehicle you're going to use, whatever it is, whether it's right now your current practice or current hospital you work at, or maybe you're like, you know what, I'm done with medicine and I want to venture into something else. How is it that other thing, that thing that you want to do, is going to achieve those goals that you set forth? How is it going to fulfill why those other things or those other people are important to you? How is it going to do that? Right? Because if once you establish your why, you got to know how to get there. Okay? This answering these three questions will help fill those gaps, help direct you to where you can establish a solid foundation for which to build on. That way you can venture into anything. You can get into anything, any arena, and be successful. So again, those three questions. What's important to you? Why is it important to you? And how it is, whatever it is you're going to do, how is that going to help you fulfill your goals, your aspirations, your dreams? How is it going to go ahead and ensure that you get to that why that you're searching for? Again, leave your comments in the comments below. Thank you for your time. Please like, share, subscribe. Again, thank you for all the support. For all you guys who are supporting me, I do appreciate you. I love you all. Take care, and I'll see you until next time. Bye.